Well, everything we've said over the last 24 hours, 26 hours, folks, has been completely wrong. And I guess I'm kind of happy, although I was maybe indifferent about Jim Harbaugh. Had gone on so long, expecting him to be announced as the Minnesota Vikings head coach today, based on the report from Chris Balas last night. But he's staying. Jim Harbaugh has informed Michigan he does not intend to continue to pursue NFL head coaching jobs, will not accept a job with the Minnesota Vikings. I was walking out of our office building, the Chat Sports office building. I was in the elevator, got a call from one of my coworkers, said, "Get your ass back up here. Harbaugh is staying." And it was reported by Adam Schefter, a Michigan man himself, who was wildly ahead of the Tom Brady. Brady didn't seem to be too happy about him breaking the retirement announcement over the weekend. Brady wanted to do it himself on Monday or Tuesday. I guess it was Monday. But he's breaking news on Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. Frankly, folks, I am stunned. I am shocked. If you want to take a look at the tweet, I'm a little blind, but Jim Harbaugh called Michigan to inform the school that despite interviewing with the Vikings today, he will be returning to the school for the 2020 season. Sources tell ESPN Michigan was, in the words of one staffer, elated to hear Harbaugh's decision. Wow, this is just breaking here in the last few minutes. We're going to get this up. It is now, what time is it, Peterson? 6:36 Central, 7:36 Eastern time. So when we're filming this is just 10, 12 minutes ago. I rushed upstairs, jump on this video. So that's the news from ESPN's Adam Schefter. Wow, I was live, if you guys recall, just 3 or 4 hours ago, and all the content from that live completely irrelevant right now. It was all focused on head coaching hot board, questions on the future of the program, and it's worthless. But I couldn't be happier. Jim Harbaugh's had his up and downs. He's not the perfect coach. He's not the perfect guy, but he's Michigan's, and I'm guessing this hopefully wraps up his interest in the NFL for the rest of his career. I really, really hope this doesn't kind of become an annual thing and really start to be something that Michigan opponents and fellow coaches from other schools can point to when it comes to recruiting and such, that, hey, Harbaugh's has always got his eye on the NFL. Harbaugh's got one foot out the door. You see, I don't even have my Michigan garb on. I got this hoodie. It's snowpocalypse. I told our whole staff to get out of here about 90 minutes ago because the city of Dallas, Texas, the tropical weather that we normally have, it's in the 30s, it's going to drop to the 20s. It's pouring rain right now. It's going to turn into ice, sleet, and snow. Yeah, snow. Where's that come from? Overnight, this city is not set up for it, so all the schools are already canceled. But I guess I'm going to have to drive home in that now because I wanted to talk about this here on the show. But let me know down in the comments, folks. Give me your one-word reaction to Jim Harbaugh remaining as Michigan's head coach. My one word, I don't even have to think about it. I am shocked. I am frankly shocked because the writing was on the wall. All the guys who spend their time, I really didn't have a ton of insight into Harbaugh's thinking here. I've got a few sources, a few people who talk to Harbaugh or his family from time to time, but they were either in the dark or completely tight-lipped onto it. And I trusted that Chris Balas, the Wolverine.com, has been on the beat for 20 years. Anybody in the Michigan area knows who he is. If you're in Ann Arbor, Detroit, I don't think he was lying. I don't think he was trying to break news that was, gotcha or just go with the story. But he's definitely going to feel some blowback from this because he went with the story. He decided to put it out there. I trusted. I've got some egg in my face. I will just admit that to you guys. We went out with a video last night and said, hey, we believe this report to be true. It turned out to be false. And that doesn't mean the reporting at the time from Balas or from us kind of bringing that to you yesterday was a lie or was inaccurate or was, irresponsible in any manner. I truly believe that Jim Harbaugh had communicated to a handful of people, and those people probably directly communicated to Chris Balas that these are his intentions. They've talked over all of the details of the contract. They've got buy-in from the ownership. They want to go over some finer details, maybe the offensive game plan and coaching staff philosophy. Let Jim Harbaugh check out the facilities with the Minnesota Vikings. But none of that's going down anymore. He went up there last night, it seems like, from what we heard earlier today, and was in the building at 8 a.m. Central Time. So this report is now coming 10 and a half hours after Jim Harbaugh was in the building with the Vikings, their new GM, their ownership group, and some new members of their front office. They seem to be dead set on Harbaugh. Harbaugh seemed to be dead set on them. But alas, Jim Harbaugh is going to return as your Michigan football head coach. And it's funny. 25 minutes ago, getting ready to head out the door, talking to some people, like, well, I thought we were going to hear some stuff on this today, James. What's going on? Is maybe a chance he comes back? I said, I think it's just a matter of time, or probably set up a time he's going to go talk to the team. Maybe he wants to call some people before it's officially announced. But, okay, it's going down. And I said, Michigan couldn't even take him back at this point, right? He's gone too far down the line. Michigan will have too much egg on their face. It seems Jim Harbaugh's had 1 foot out the door. This would be a bad PR move. You just have to fire him, right? But I'm taking all that back. I don't think any of that anymore, right? Harbaugh is going to return as head coach. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see where this defensive coordinator position that's open with Mike McDonald going to the Ravens, where that turns out to be. The head coaching hot board that I put out this morning, or that I put on our live video today, completely irrelevant. The 2 audience mailbag videos that we recorded on our live show, completely irrelevant, and that's fine. That's completely fine. I am excited now. I think Jim Harbaugh knows the winning formula of how to beat Ohio State. Finally, it only took 7 friggin' years. But hey, 7-year itch, right? 7-year itch. Now he is, once you get that past, they say that in marriage, you get to the 7-year itch, if you pass that, your likelihood of ever getting divorced, it just goes down like 50% of most marriages come to divorce. Your likelihood after you get 7 years goes down to like 3%, right? It's just built in. And maybe that's where Harbaugh was with this coaching position. Maybe they had certain things. Maybe Jim Harbaugh walked away, right? Maybe they walked away from him. I think from what we know over the last 30 days, from what was reported in the last 24 hours to what all went down today, hell, there was just a tweet out from Jordan Schultz. I don't even know where he worked. You know who that guy is? I don't know if he's like CBS Sports or Pro Football Focus, one of these things. He just put out a tweet like 30 minutes ago saying that the ownership group of the Vikings is on board with it, and they have found their man with Jim Harbaugh, and he's going to come on. I sent it to my guy Jack, who runs our Vikings channel here at Chat Sports. I'm actually going to pull it up. Funny enough, I literally have it right in front of my screen on Slack still. I haven't even gone into another Slack screen. Jordan Schultz, who is at Schultz_report. I don't know where he works now, but yeah, Boardroom, whatever the hell that is. But I think he used to work for like Yahoo Sports or something like that. Just 30 minutes ago. Now, Jim Harbaugh's the guy. He's going to be finalizing details now. So one of 2 things happened here. Jim Harbaugh saw something or was told something in these interviews today that he just did not like and he did not expect, right? Whatever that is, I don't know. Could have been a money thing. Could have been said, hey, Jim, we're going to give you 8 years, $80 million. Could have give you 5 years, $60 million. But when it came down to, well, let's put pen to paper, let's sign this, his lawyer, who was representing him, looking over the documents, well, hey, Jim, that doesn't look right. Kind of sometimes these things, you get a new credit card, and they give you all these perks of that. You read the fine print. It's like, oh, well, if you don't pay off your balance in that first month, you get all these extra charges. Maybe there was something like that where certain money wasn't guaranteed unless, or something, he had some sort of clause in there. I don't know. Maybe Jim Harbaugh went up there and he acted a fool. It was too weird for them. He didn't have the offensive game plan. Didn't live up to the Zoom interview that they did a few days ago. I do not know. And they walked away. And they said, Jim, this isn't the right fit. I'm not sure. But a third option is they had a 9-hour interview with the defensive coordinator of the Giants yesterday. Patrick Graham, right? Like, maybe that's the guy. Maybe that's the guy they want to go with. And they're just like, shoot, we just told Harbaugh a little too much. He's on his way up here anyways. I guess we're going to have to let him down. A third, or fourth, kind of potential. There was a lawsuit filed yesterday by the former head coach of the Miami Dolphins, his name Brian Flores, that's right, against Stephen Ross, and it was, I think, a fairly flimsy lawsuit. I look at a lot of legal documents for my job. I have to deal with employment law. I have to deal with incorporation law. I know a law document when I see one, although I don't have a law degree. There's a 56-page document for this lawsuit. 2 pages, 3 pages were on actual things that happened. 50 pages, 52 pages were on, but hey, but her emails, this happened to this person, this happened to this person. Basically trying to document the entire NFL history of anything that's happened bad to African-American, to black coaches, et cetera, et cetera. And Stephen Ross was the target of that. Did the Vikings get cold feet and saying, oh gosh, this thing that's in this lawsuit of a Rooney Rule interview, that's a sham interview that this Flores is trying to claim, that they was just interviewed with the Giants and maybe a couple other positions, that they had already had their candidate? Well, the Vikings, did they make an offer to Jim Harbaugh verbally and they just had a sham Rooney interview with this other candidate and they didn't want to get caught up in this whole thing? don't count that out. Do not count that out as something that would at least enter their consideration with putting a pause on Jim Harbaugh. You're our guy. And we'll see where it happens. But it's a whole new ballgame for Michigan. There'll be no coaching search. There will be no, weeks of uncertainty with who they're gonna have. And I guess we're gonna see what Jim Harbaugh's got coming back for year 8 with the Wolverines. He's got a defensive coordinator he has got to hire, and now he's got to make sure that he mends the relationships with the fans, the university, the players, his fellow coaches that I think are a little fractured, but can't be, they can definitely be overcome with, a good smack on the back. And I love you. Let's go win another Big Ten championship. Let's beat Ohio State again. Bosa, blow up the comments. Like this video if you're happy that Harbaugh's back. And I guess we're going to do some more content tomorrow because all the stuff that we had filmed today for coaching search is completely irrelevant. So glad, I got to report on this. I hadn't left yet, and that you guys get to enjoy hearing my take on it. So if you like this video, send it to a friend, like the video, comment, all those good things. I'll be back tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel. Go Blue!